It's Madden NFL 24. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bucs and the Browns, and it comes your way next.
It is a cold rain coming down. It could be a wet and wildwood here by the lakeshore as we join you from Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from Cleveland. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he returns this to the 22. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
First play from scrimmage, Watson going to throw it. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of 40 to mark him down at the 39. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They will run with White out of the shotgun. The 20, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, 50 yards. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Throw left side, complete. That's Moore. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we got an injured Buccaneer. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. 2nd and 10. Chubb on the counter. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Watson now to throw. That's completed right side to Palmer. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Watson on first down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start the drive with White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tony Field that time in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll set up a throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. A 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll score out a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Cleveland offense making their way out. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, it's Watson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Pass complete from Watson to Akins. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And Tampa Bay trots out. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 61 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. First down, here's White. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. He'll look to throw. And this one too low.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now back to the ground game with White. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it. On first down, Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and shorted the sticks.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
To the air yet again, Watson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Watson, off play action. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be... On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And trouble trying to middle here. yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Watson changing the play. Here's Watson throwing on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's Watson. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will not be returnable as it sails. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that load up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Going right side is White. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Holding offense.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. And a dump off to White. And he is going to lose yardage here. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Right where they set him down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Jake Camarda now. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Browns offense. Now a first down throw. Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And now the throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Buccaneers. They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be caught downfield by Gage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right through, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the 2nd half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to throw now on 1st down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They go with White on the counter. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. On play action, they'll throw. Evans has it left side. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick. But let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level...
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Just what they needed, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. They go up the middle with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So nothing doing there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb pushing his way through. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on first down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. Looking outside of his man. That's Moore. Touchdown, Browns. Elijah Moore from 6 yards away. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty...
Now for the point after. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive.
Previous series, definitely a...
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Watson. Now he's flushed out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. The drive starts with a run by White, and he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught. This is White. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. Just Week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Again, he'll drop the throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Martin Emerson able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
A rough play there for the first-year quarterback, and that's a skill he'll pick up as he gains more experience in the NFL. Recognizing situations where he might have to take the sack and finding a way to minimize the lost yardage in those situations. But for now, a big loss is the result of this one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. On 1st down, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. momentum. It's Chubb. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Oh, what a move. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over for... They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them. They begin this drive with Chubb. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 76 yards rushing now for Chubb and a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joe Tryon in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
3rd and long. It's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And way up past the 45 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And space tough to come by there, so we get maybe a yard to the 37.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Watson on 1st down. And he'll go right back off to Moore. Complete again. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd down. Going with White here, toss left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. Nick. Watson off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Watson. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets us to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking now, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's White. They set up the screen.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And he's caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's 1st and 10. White, he'll try the left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They stay on the ground with White. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On third down, a run from White. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it is good. Well, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So now it's Watson and the Browns. Down 13-10, 26 seconds to go. This is... Now Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. To throw, Watson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here it is, 4th and inches. Desperation time, Watson on 4th down. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete, so no miracles here on the final play, and this ball game is over. The CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.